look at me normally.
This is how I always look at you. That's how I smile.
I think hat.
Nobody ever taught me how to smile as a kid.
I don't think you teach someone how to smile.
Somebody should have taught me.
I think you just like...
Maybe you had to have been a happy kid.
Oh, okay. I have another funny thing we could talk about too.
All right. We're rolling. We're live.
are?
Things are happening. Bronte's moving candy around because she had to bring candy into the studio.
Don't judge.
As expected, she's a pregnant woman. Extremely pregnant. If there was a pregnancy competition, you're at the peak.
Yeah, I guess towards the end.
Yeah, we're what, 38 weeks now almost?
37.
38 tomorrow, right?
No, 37 tomorrow.
Okay, 37 tomorrow. I thought it was 38 tomorrow.
No, 37 tomorrow.
Maybe I'm just living in the future.
I think I've been living in the future this whole pregnancy. It's just like week by week goes by and I'm just like ready for the next week and the next thing. And it's just flown by. Just crazy.
Yeah, I mean, how are you feeling? Tell the people, 37 weeks pregnant, pretty much now at this point.
Yes, I feel really tired recently. That's been rough, like dealing with just like extreme exhaustion. And I think that also has to do with not sleeping great now. And just achy. Like my body just hurts. It's bigger and carrying a 7-pound baby right now.
Yeah, so we could tell them that too.
And,
they gave us a rough estimate yesterday on the baby's weight. And they were like, yeah, he's like 7.3 pounds. And I was like, okay, so he's pretty hefty.
Yeah.
Pretty hefty boy.
But they said they could give her...
No, they just...
She said
that
it could
did
be...
not make sense. I will claim that did not make sense.
Okay, well, we did a growth ultrasound, and they, like, measure some things, and it gives you an estimate of things. And the ultrasound woman was like, these are pretty accurate, and everyone else I've heard from are like, it's usually not that accurate. They're like, oh, you have a huge baby, and then it ends up coming out normal size.
But the weird thing is what they said was it could be 7.3 pounds or it could be 6.3. I was like, oh, so it can only be less?
Yeah.
Not like normally if you give somebody a range,
yeah, I know.
it's in the middle, give or take a pound.
Well, I like
not just take.
I like the thought of like he could be less, not
Yeah, but
more.
I like the thought of if your water broke right now live, then I would know that he's at least 7.3 pounds.
Yeah, but babies are born at 5 pounds and they're fine.
Yeah, but
like,
the heavier the better.
And I don't think it has to do with weight. It has to do with like their development. Like at 37 weeks, I think is when their lungs are like fully developed. And that's why they say like 37 weeks is full term.
Yeah, but I think you want like a little bit bigger.
Because a lot of babies that come before 37 weeks, when their lungs aren't developed, that's why they have to go to the NICU and they need help breathing and stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
But
that's fair.
I don't think like weight.
I feel like it kind of goes hand in hand a little bit.
Don't wish a big baby upon me, please.
Well, they did say, like, when they're measuring things, like, it shows a percentile. He had short legs. He had a large belly.
He did have a big
And then
belly.
he had a big head. Like, he was in the 99th percentile of head. He was in, like, the 60th percentile of legs. And then he was in, like, the 85th percentile of, like, torso and body. So I was like, oh, so he just has, like, a lot of torso and head. Well, tiny legs. I was like, where is... He gets the head from me and your legs.
Oh my god. Yeah, like I don't know if that's accurate. Like
I mean, that seemed more accurate than the weight because they actually measured the head. Like they actually like
yeah, but she was kind of having a hard time getting like the perfect angle and stuff. But with all those combined, he was in the 81st percentile, like overall. So, and I looked it up and I think it said between like it was kind of a big range. Hold on, let me look it up because it said something like between 81%.
So he's already pretty thick because he's in the 80th percentile.
Yeah.
At 36 and a half weeks, 37 weeks. So he's doing pretty well for himself. You know, he's a chunker.
Yeah, like healthy children come in all shapes and sizes. A baby who is in the 5th percentile can be just as healthy as a baby who is in the 95th percentile.
Yeah, I'm just saying that I would feel more comfortable holding a baby that's a little thicker.
Yeah.
You know, little tiny babies scare me.
Yeah.
Freaks me out.
I mean, he's gonna be small when he comes out. Like you think like 7 pounds, or I think he's gonna be like around 8 pounds. That's That's like my guess.
Yeah, 8.5 is a good weight to come out at.
Yeah, something around there.
With a noggin that he can't even hold up until he's 10 years old.
Oh God, we're gonna have to do extra tummy time for him to be extra strong.
Yeah,
big
well,
head.
that was always my worry with.
No, I hate this talk about like a big head. It honestly really bothers me. Yeah, like it's really like everyone makes jokes about it, but I'm like, okay, yeah, you all can joke about it.
Jokes.
I know, I'm like, you all can joke about it, but like I'm the one that has to deal with it. So like, can we not?
That's why it's fun to joke about, because none of us have to deal with it.
Yeah, that's not nice.
It's a joke at somebody else's vagina's expense.
Like, literally, like
a bunch of men have no concept of what's happening.
I know.
And we don't need to.
Yeah, but like you do need to, and you have to have respect for women.
It's debatable. Depends on what region of the world you're from.
Remember in the beginning, like when we started telling people, like I was so nervous and everyone was like so excited and was like wanting to like celebrate and get things, and I didn't want like anyone getting things in the beginning until first like we got past like the 12-14 weeks, which was like we knew he was okay, but also just because I was the one dealing with all these symptoms of feeling sick and like all this stuff where I couldn't get excited really. And I kind of feel like that again now. Like the middle part, I was like so excited and like, you know, nursery and doing everything, but now I feel like I'm in that stage again where everyone is like, oh my God, it's so soon, so excited, like can't wait to meet him. And of course, like I can't wait to meet him, but I'm the one that has to deal with like the labor, the contractions, the birthing a baby. So it's like I'm feeling that again, actually.
Well, some people also like to fearmonger, which like I don't understand this. Like people will just send you DMs of like, it was so bad. And it's like, what are you doing?
Yeah, like I don't even ask, and people are like telling me.
That information's available. You can see horror stories if you want to.
Well, it's different if I ask, if I'm like, hey, can you give me your real experience because I want to know. But like I've said before, like I don't want any horror stories sent to me, please, because I think that's reasonable for any person like going through this for the first time. Like, and there has been people that just send me their horror stories out of me not even asking. I'm like, what the heck?
And horror stories don't really benefit you. It's not like it's like...
not at all.
Like, if I compare it to my car, like I have a problem and somebody sends me their story on how to fix it. It's not like it's the same at all.
Yeah.
You're not like trying to help you forward in this deal. You're just like giving like worst case scenarios.
Yeah, right.
Which we don't need to know because there's going to be a doctor there.
Yeah.
And nurses.
Like, I
don't need to know all the possibilities of, you know, a curveball that might show up.
Yeah, and I'm already like aware of a lot of those curveballs and they're in the back of my mind, but like I'm just trying to stay positive and like manifest good things happening. So
sorry if you're watching and like I took my hat off and you have to see my hair. I know it looks beautiful.
It doesn't look that bad. Let me see the side. It's not bad that side. It's honestly worse this side, so it's good the camera's facing that way.
Yeah, this is my better side. That's why I always sit over here.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, that's why I've picked this side as my seat. And everybody else sits over there.
Yeah.
Nice, good distance away. Nice, good 40 inches away-ish.
Yeah. Yeah. But we're flying by any day now. I mean, the doctor the other day, I was like, we're pretty good now, right? Like, he's looking good. And whenever he comes, she's like, yep.
Yeah.
Start keeping an eye out for the signs and go from there. So.
Well, people are also...
Wish us luck.
Yeah. Well, people are also sending me horror stories. They're like, about catching the baby. Because, you know, I'm going to be a big part in this. I want everyone in the delivery room to know that I'm a big, important part of this birth. I need attention.
All about you.
I need attention.
We'll just make it all about you. You are the main character in this.
Yes.
Okay.
Please. If I have to faint to get attention, I'll do it.
Okay.
I feel like there is definitely husbands out there that get like attention, like jitters where they need like some attention on them. Because there's a lot of people like that like can't not be the center of attention.
Yeah, for sure.
And can't handle I mean, siblings get like that sometimes with births. Like one sibling's pregnant and everybody's like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And then they're like, I hate that person.
Yeah.
I never liked her.
Yeah.
Your sister? Never liked her.
Yeah.
So some people do get very, very trigger happy on attention, which is actually kind of fun to watch.
Yeah.
I think even like in-laws get like that too. Because they're like, that's my grandchild. Don't touch him.
Fighting over the grandkids. Oh, God.
Yeah. Like in the like a lot try to get into the delivery room and like try to be like hands-on in the operation.
Yeah, we're not having anyone in the delivery room. It'll just be
me and Bronte.
Just us two.
And
yeah.
maybe a doctor.
I feel like I don't know, I feel like you put up a little bit of like a tough front, and I'm really curious. I'll report back like if shit hits the fan, if Goop like is really
we'll
like,
talk about
oh
it
my
for
God.
sure what happens. Place your bets. What will happen? Will I cave under pressure?
Yeah.
Will I rise to the occasion and catch my child? Yeah. Will I look at a spaghetti and meatball looking baby coming out of there? Because he's probably going to look like a meatball, fresh out of the sauce.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Will I look at that and...
I mean, like, because I've heard of a lot of I feel like even some of your guy friends, like, that we know who have kids, they're like, it is intense. Like, you don't really realize, like, it can be intense.
Yeah, but those guys are wimps.
You're
I'm not going to trust those guy friends of mine.
You're annoying.
Who are you going to point out, If somebody that wears Lululemon, you're going to tell me that? That get Bronte pissed.
I know.
I won't even say it about Lululemon. I'll leave it alone. You men can keep buying your short
You're such a hater.
Shorts.
That's why it's so annoying. Like, I would love to get you a nice pair of Lululemon shorts for you to wear. They look so nice, and you're just like, you're just a hater. It's annoying. So shut up.
I know. I don't know where this comes from. When I was growing up, my dad...
Like, your brother wears Lululemon, and he looks great in his stuff.
Not a great example.
What? Why?
That's pretty emotional. So growing up, my dad had this firm rule. You did not own a pair of sweatpants. You did not wear a pair of sweatpants.
I'm not asking you to get sweatpants. I'm just
pointing out that it feels the same energy. Feels like the same energy.
No, it's not.
You wake up and you put on something presentable, your church outfit. That's how I always feel. That's why I look the same every time. Anytime anybody's ever seen me in public, if you see me a lot in public, you'll know I probably have the same thing on.
Yeah.
Probably the exact same outfit for the continuity.
Yeah, but you act like, oh, guys that wear Lululemon or whatever. When meanwhile, I'm calling you out. You are the most annoying, picky person when it comes to wearing anything else but khaki shorts and a black t-shirt. Literally, like, we're trying on shirts for our baby shower. I pick out 2 nice ones that he has. He's like, I don't like that. I don't like that one with the collar and the buttons.
I didn't like it.
Like, you're like a little prima donna when it comes to anything else. Literally, that's so annoying. Every time we have to go and he has to wear something nice, it's like, I don't like that. I'm not comfortable in that. And then we literally go out and buy you new things, and then it sits in the closet, and then...
I don't like it.
And then when it comes around to wear it, you're like, I don't like that. Like,
I don't like it. I only like... Gildan 50-50 t-shirts, black, green, maybe blue.
But there's times in your life where you have to wear something other than a black shirt.
Not really.
Yes, there's been plenty. Weddings, our baby shower, anniversary.
I didn't have to at our wedding shower or an anniversary. And I don't want to go to any weddings. Our anniversary does not require... See what I deal
with? This is what I deal with.
Our anniversary does not require a collared t-shirt.
God. If we were going out to like a nice dinner, a nice restaurant.
What restaurant? I've never been to a restaurant with a dress code.
Yeah, not a dress code, but like if I was like, oh, I want us to dress up, like I'm going to wear something nice and you wear something nice. I don't want you wearing khakis and a black t-shirt.
I would meet the president in this outfit. 100%. No questions asked.
He'll take you seriously.
I'd show him my cankles and all. You know, because you gotta show him when you have shorts on.
You're a little drama queen.
I don't want to look like I'm going golfing at any point in my life. If anybody ever looks at me and says, "Oh, did you just go golfing?"
Yeah, that's a Cooper. That's like shorts with a belt, with a tucked in collared shorts, like. The way I don't dress you like that. Like you would just wear a collared short sleeve shirt with some buttons going all the way down or a quarter down. Like it's the tucked in, the sneakers, the high socks. That looks like golfing.
That actually doesn't even, I don't even understand that. Why do golfers have to look so stupid? Like
they don't.
Why do they have to why do they have to dress like that? Like is it something special? Like
I don't know. The only thing
it doesn't make anything
better.
No, like
it's kind of like a uniform though. Like all sports have like a uniform. It's like why do football players have to wear a jersey?
Well, like they just wear padding and then the jerseys that cover the padding. But like you don't have to look like I don't know, you don't have to look like a frat boy in 1996 to be a golfer, I feel like. Why?
The only thing I can think of is like they tuck in the shirt to like when they're swinging, it doesn't like come up or anything. That's the only thing I could think of.
I don't even think hockey players tuck in their shirts.
Yeah, no.
It just doesn't make sense to me. Like,
yeah, I think
why. Shane Gillis has a joke about this. Like he makes fun of WNBA players for like, or it's volleyball, like making fun of like the volleyball outfits, and he's like, "You're not moving faster than like a ref." In his khaki pants and loafers, like the refs are still moving faster in like their.
That's not true. What? So he's saying like a volleyball player could wear like khaki.
Could wear like anything. Like they make it seem like they have to wear like booty shorts. Like you're just being dramatic. Like a ref is moving just as fast in like
the like spandex shorts. It is like dramatic. Like you could wear normal shorts and still play, but you can't be wearing what a ref is wearing and play volleyball.
I mean, have you ever seen the refs on the basketball field? They run on the court. They are back and forth. They are moving. And like look at what LeBron James wears. He's just wearing like shorts.
They're not like doing moves and like
they're pretty freaking good. Stuff. They move faster than anybody in the WNBA. They outpace the whole team in khakis and loafers.
That's not true.
Running backwards with the whistle.
Yeah, like they're not like sprinting as much as like a regular basketball player is though. Like they are like
I like football coach energy. Overweight, jacket, like covering your mouth so nobody reads your lips. Like, a bad haircut. Like that's my type of energy. If I was gonna go with anything,
that would be your outfit.
Like you see the soccer coaches and they're wearing like suits and like 3-piece suits. Yeah,
the basketball coaches do that too.
Dramatic. They just like to feel like they're in control.
Why is that? That's more weird to me. Like wearing a suit. Why do you have to wear a suit?
It doesn't make any sense.
I wonder if they have to. I don't know.
Most uniforms are pretty stupid. Most don't make sense for what they need to do. Like even like baseball, worst uniform ever. Like you have to wear these long socks, pants all the way down to your ankles, like shirts all the way up to your wrist, an undershirt, a full button down, a stretchy belt. Like it's like what are you getting ready for?
I don't know.
I hate baseball uniforms.
Yeah, baseball is probably like the worst sport. It's so boring.
I bet you they'd have more viewers if they changed their uniform. Like drag racers, we wear the minimum required.
Honestly, like drag racers or like Formula One, like those like the suits and stuff that you guys wear, like that's hot. Like that's
it's hot in there.
Not in that way. Like that's like a sexy uniform.
It's pretty cool.
I love seeing you in your race suit.
Well, it's pretty cool. I don't though like the Formula One or like F1 drivers or like Formula Drift drivers that wear their suit all day.
Yeah.
Like all day. You put it on. You make like not the helmet though. Like, but some will just
FL2K.
TX2K.
Wearing the helmet.
He got out of his car. He got out of his car, helmet on, visor down, went into the porta potty, got back in his car and strapped it. I was like, you could gloves and everything, I think.
He didn't take anything off.
I can't even get out of my car with my helmet on. Yeah. This guy's in the porta potty with his. Nobody would mistake him as a driver. He was a driver. Got back in his GTR, oiled the track down.
Oh my God, that was so funny.
It was just like, it's so much. But like, a lot of drag racers are starting to adopt that where they're like in the uniform all day in their racing suit. And I get it if you're like, you know, going rounds. Mm-hmm. But like, for the most part, we have a lot of downtime in drag racing.
Yeah.
Like, you can take that off. Yeah. Like, I don't know who you're trying to fool here. We all just had 6 hours in between passes.
Yeah, yeah.
Did you just not have to work on your shit? Because I had to work on my car.
Yeah, so I took off my suit.
I take off my suit as soon as I can.
Yeah, literally the first thing you do.
I often wondered if like some of these F1 drivers have like a press suit, they would call it, I guess. Like where you wear your race suit that's fire retardant and all this, like thick 10 layer. And then when it's time for like press and interviews, you wear your...
Why are they still in like a race suit?
Yeah, they never take those things off. Oh. And it's like form fitted.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Like you probably have to lube them up to get them in there. Like it does not just like, those are tight.
That would make sense if they had like a different suit to wear like after, like a comfortable one that's not like racing.
Maybe that's why they don't take them off as frequently as I do.
Yeah, because theirs are like comfortable and not
tight
and,
fitted.
Like, yeah.
But we also, I think, wear thicker suits in most drag racing than like a lot of NASCAR and Formula One.
Oh, really?
And you know, those baller suits are like $3,000 or $4,000 custom fitted, but they measure like around your arm. They measure around here. They measure this length. They measure this length. Like you have to measure your crotch. Like you have to measure everything to fit perfectly. If you gain 1 pound, you're done.
You're not fitting in there.
Yeah, I prefer to get a suit that maybe is oversized and fit it and like work into it. You know, like gain some weight. It's more
Fill
cost efficient.
Fill it out a little bit.
More cost efficient to do it that way. Gain weight or lose weight.
Yeah.
Depending on what you got to do.
Yeah, but you're always trying to lose weight, cut weight for racing.
Yeah, I mean, before a race, I'll fast for like a week. I'll show up looking like I just crawled out of a hole.
Oh God.
Yeah, I did want to talk about the podcast though, because if you guys are avid listeners and listen to all the episodes, you will know that some of the episodes end up becoming banked. That is not something I like to do. Yeah. I would like to post them as soon as possible, but you know, some weeks I end up filming 10 in 1 week.
Yeah,
or like 5 in 1 week.
Really busy right now.
So it just doesn't make sense to post every day because the channel's not quite big enough. If the channel was huge and I was just constant flow of people, which long-term goal, then I'll post more. But until then, I kind of have to bank episodes a little bit. So don't think I'm like greed holding out on like videos and stuff. It's just kind of how it has to be.
Well, also with baby on the way, it's like kind of nice if he has a few episodes banked, so like the first week or two he doesn't have to worry about anything and can still post like
I don't want to ever miss a Monday.
Yeah.
And I haven't missed a Monday in almost a year. We're right at 1 year.
Right at 1 year.
On the 5th, I posted the intro video for the podcast, and on the 9th, I posted the first episode with Sketchy Vert.
Yeah.
I feel like I should do another one with him at 1 year.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
He hasn't been on in a while.
Yeah.
A year.
Yeah. That's crazy. It's been a year already. I can't believe it.
1 year. I didn't even have a studio last year.
That's awesome. I know, yeah.
This whole room didn't even exist.
And remember when you had like your chair and like the little mics with the things? Like I thought that was so cool. It was like
so official.
So official, like holding a little mic. Like it just felt so cool. And now you have
I have a shelf. And a table.
Right. And these mics and headphones. Like it's
I don't know
legit.
if you call this a table. It's just a piece of wood on a couple of sawhorses.
Floating piece of wood.
Bunch of chairs.
Yeah, but I'm so proud of you. You've been working really hard on this and have been doing really, really good. And like the growth that you've had with the podcast, but also with yourself, like being a better like podcaster and talker, interviewer, whatever you want to call yourself.
Yeah.
You've been really...
Conversationalist.
Yeah.
It's hard. I've learned a ton throughout this process, and I thank you for that. And we're on episode 14 of this. This is a whole other thing. We're on episode like 61 of the podcast, the Cooper Bogetti podcast, and then 14 of this, which is just crazy to think. And then there's 2 now event pre-games. So there's 3 different shows on this channel.
Yeah.
And that's kind of cool too.
And that's what you wanted.
Like, I want different shows. Yeah, I want like you to know what you're getting into.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want somebody to tune into this thinking we're going to be talking about drag racing.
Yeah.
Like you know what you're going to get.
Yeah. In a way. This is our just like life podcast kind of. We talk about random things.
Just hang out and talk about the podcast too is nice because like I'm never going to talk about that with like a guest.
A guest, really, yeah, for
unless
sure.
Like Spencer.
Yeah.
Because I just like to waste his time.
Yeah. Any goals you have for this next year?
Well,
I really want you to hit 50K subs before the end of the year.
Yes.
You're getting there, so close.
I think there's a good chance that happens on Monday when Brent and Kyle's video comes out. That'll be a good video.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think that'll help a lot. And then, we're only like 700 away or something.
So close.
I know. It's so close to 50K in the first year. That's a really cool milestone.
That's really cool.
And then 50K in the next year would be great, too. Double what we're at would be nice. So 100K, get a play button in 2 years.
Yeah.
That would be really cool. Maybe it'll ramp up quicker. I don't know. I just hope for the same level of growth.
Yeah.
And just kind of keep doing what I'm doing. I want the baseline of views on the videos to go up as people start to trust the content a little bit more because it's hard to get people to click and watch a long video.
Yeah.
I want that to go up. The Clips channel is obviously doing well as well. If you guys haven't seen that, I post shorter form on the Clips channel so you can just see the main segments.
From each podcast, yeah.
So, like, interesting segments if people want to share with their friend or something, they don't have to, like, dig through the whole thing.
Yeah.
Keep that rolling and then just kind of keep this growing. Do more. Like the event pregame that we just did was really cool, like a round table discussion, you want to call it, I guess, and talk about drag racing and like maybe bring in some rule makers and like people who have drag strips and classes and talk about racing like that. Try to do more of that stuff. Definitely more event pre-games. Those are really fun.
Yeah, those are cool.
Regardless of how anybody may feel about them, I have fun with them. I haven't seen anything negative, but...
I know. I was even thinking that. Like, I feel like every time you've posted, even like when I look at some of the comments on the videos or like on your Facebook, like they're mostly so positive, which is really cool. And like people just being like, love what you're doing, Coop. Like, you're really good at this. And like, these are awesome. Like, it's just something different and it's really cool.
It's definitely a unique segment in the auto space as well. So I'm not paving a new path, but I am doing something that most people don't see in the drag racing world. So that's a little different. People aren't used to it or like
it's
prepared
just like
for it.
Like a lot of the people who like you see on social media and stuff that you have on the platforms, like they're content creators or they don't show that much of themselves. But this is some place where you can really like get to know someone like a lot more on like a different level and learn about them and stuff, which is cool.
Yeah, exactly. So I get to like have people on in different form, of course,
like
but
deep conversation.
Yeah, but it's just different because, most of the drag racing world is used to 10-minute YouTube videos at this point. Everybody with a drag car posts a 10-minute YouTube video or 20 minutes of them go to the drag strip racing their car.
Yeah.
Everyone does that. Everyone's used to it. This is so different. There's like maybe 3 people that sit down in person with drag racers and talk to them like this. It's that small of a group of people. So it's cool. It's cool that that gets to be a thing. Hopefully, maybe some more opportunities will pop up next year. But I guess the goals are to not sell out at any point. I'm huge on that. Never want to
sell out.
Just like to advertisers I don't like or to like.
Oh yeah, it would be cool to get some advertisers on the podcast though.
Of course, it'd be great,
just
but I'm very picky and I avoid a lot of advertising because I'm stubborn, hard-headed, and I like to...
That's honest. Good. At least you're being honest.
Oh, of course. I'm honest as can be with that stuff. I am stubborn with all sponsors. And I think it's better to keep it that way. If I just keep focusing on growth, I don't have to worry about sponsor stuff. This doesn't cost me a huge amount to do. So like where the YouTubers need these sponsors so badly to keep going.
Yeah, but you've also been on that side of like on your main channel, like the sponsorships you've had have been helpful to keep the car going.
And I need them. They're great, and I understand why YouTubers like need all these sponsors because it's so expensive to do. But if I can avoid it, I always will. If I can just...
Yeah, of course, in a perfect world, like if you didn't have to have any advertisers and you could just advertise your own businesses and your own merch and stuff, like of course that would be great.
Hit that join tab. There's a spot where you can join on YouTube, and it's like $1.99 a month, and I will use it to buy coffee. That's it. There's a few on there, so it's...
Oh, I'm having a Braxton Hick.
Oh, man.
My stomach looks weird right now.
Yeah, Bronte's stomach has been contorting in all kinds of different ways. He's in there kicking that loud pedal. Kicking it.
Yeah, it looks like it's like triangled up. Well, I have two things that I wanted to talk about. First, I had a viral video.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Go very viral of me having a moment. I like sharing real moments on my Instagram. I thought you were acting. No, shut up. No, like I'm very open on my social media about like my struggles and I like sharing those things because I help other people. Like I get messages all the time like this really helped me and feel less alone, and I feel less alone. It's just a way to like connect with people and stuff. Like sharing, like social media, just sharing all the good parts. It's just not realistic. Like it's just not. So I share it all. And I had a moment like 2 weeks ago or something where I just was crying and I didn't know why at first. And then I was just like, I feel useless. Like I've just been so tired and I feel like I can't do anything without Cooper right now. And I feel bad. And we were standing outside in our backyard and we have like a camera back there. So it like caught the footage and Cooper was just being so supportive and like saying the exact things I needed to hear.
I knew it was on camera.
Like he's just like, Cooper didn't always know like the right things to say. Like that has definitely taken you like.
I still don't.
No, but I've gotten better. You are a million times better.
But I still don't usually know the right thing to say. Sometimes I don't say anything.
Yeah, but a lot of the time when I'm going through something, like you know what to say now. Like, and you know how to make me feel better and to help me through it. Like you have really learned that. And he was just saying like the nicest things. It's on my TikTok and on my Instagram if you want to see it. But it literally went so viral. It has 5 million views now on TikTok and almost 1 million on my Instagram Reels.
I think even Barstool posted it on their TikTok. Yeah, it's got quite a few million of views.
Yeah, which is like kind of random. Like I didn't think it would. Like I thought it would maybe get a little bit of traction of it being like, oh, that's a cute little moment. Like, what a good husband. Wow. But it has gone very viral. So that was pretty funny.
Of course. I get millions of views on something. And guess what it is? Me sounding like a dork.
No, you sounding like a great husband.
Man.
No.
I would have beaten me up if I heard me sound like that.
Every comment was like, we need to clone this man.
Yeah,
like,
a bunch of 40-year-old single women.
Husband of the year, like we need to protect this man at all costs. Like so many positive comments about you. Yeah. So you should be proud of yourself because you've been amazing. I know I tell you that all the time, but you really have been.
I always appreciate, getting my ego stroked a little bit. Yeah. So it's good.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I'll always do that for you.
Great. I appreciate that. Did you have a second thing?
Oh, my other thing that I had written down was completely different subject. The other day we were leaving Chick-fil-A and there was this Mustang.
Yeah, I actually talked to Lund about this too.
On the street. And oh my God, I don't know, how do you describe that?
It was I would describe it as a black with excessively tinted windows and a younger gentleman driving it. It had what I can only deduce to either no mufflers or a Corsa Extreme, which is arguably worse, exhaust on it. It was a stick shift S550. And if you guys know, where I'm going with this, you probably already have deduced that it sounded horrendous.
So
like absolutely disgusting.
And then like we're going under bridges, and he's like this
one overpass.
Yeah, like
it was we went under the underpass.
Like he was just driving so obnoxious as well, which just made it even
never went over
worse.
30 miles an hour.
Yeah.
But just like on the gas for no reason. I have never hoped anybody put their car into a ditch. But when I saw him and I saw the ditch,
okay,
I was like, it'd be kind of cool. I was like, I don't know if I'd go help him.
It'd be kind of cool.
I'd probably just honk the horn.
It just like, I was like, oh my God, if this was my son driving like this, I would be disappointed.
Yeah, it's sad, what the world's come to.
It sounded so bad, and it was so loud and so obnoxious.
Like it's just like, it sounds like somebody's like choking a friggin' duck. Or like somebody's trying to drown.
I thought you were going to say something else.
Or somebody's trying to like drown a frog.
It was terrible. It was so bad.
And listen, I'll be honest, I've had cars that probably sound horrible.
We were laughing at the CTSV.
I had, my CTSV when I had it was straight piped at one point, or pretty much like no mufflers. It just had like boom tubes. It just had like straight through style mufflers. And I know for a fact it did not sound that bad. Granted, it was a stock cam loud. LS6, but it was an LS at least. So it had like an LS cam in it. It wasn't like a truck motor cam. Those sound bad. If you have a truck and you straight pipe it, it sounds bad. My car, long tube headers, X pipe, full exhaust. It sounded good.
It was loud though. Like it was.
Oh, it was loud. And I used to do this thing where I would like, accelerate in first gear and then decelerate in first gear and let it just like. I was pretty heinous.
I used to hate driving with you in the CTSV in Tampa because you just started driving stick shift. And it was so like there were so many times you would stall.
I wouldn't stall that much.
Yes, you would.
I don't think I would stall that. It must have been when I first got it.
Yeah.
Because like once I had it for like a month, I was pretty
like
good.
If you had to like back up or like we were on a hill, like
that was never fun. Yeah.
Yeah, like it would just give me so much.
Anytime
anxiety.
that you're on like an incline, and anytime I would drive that car, like it was stick shift, so like I'd be like pulling out of somewhere, and like there was one spot in particular where it had like an incline down, and like trying to pull out from a stop, and like cars would always creep up behind me and give me almost no space in case I had to roll back a little.
Yeah, but they didn't know you were stick shift.
You should give people space, regardless.
Yeah.
Especially on a hill. Mm-hmm. When they're like on an incline, give them a little space.
And it was the Chipotle parking lot.
What?
When you would turn in by where the apartments were, and you'd turn into the Chipotle on South Howard in Tampa.
Yeah, what about it though? No, not there. No.
Oh, I thought that's the little hill
that wasn't the spot.
Oh.
It was worse than that. It was more aggressive hill. And like new cars, they have like an anti-rollback feature.
Mm-hmm. Oh, new stick shift cars have that now?
I'm pretty sure new stick shift cars have anti-rollback.
That's smart.
I mean, you don't really need it if you know how to drive.
Yeah.
Once I started using the e-brake on like aggressive hills to work the clutch and get out. It was frustrating. People were stupid, and I was new at stick shift, obviously. I only had that car.
Using the e-brake?
Yeah, the e-brake. You would use the e-brake and, like, let the e-brake down as you let the clutch out to move. It worked good. It worked good.
I just remember, like, I hated driving. When you first started driving that car, it would just give me so much anxiety.
Actually, that was even worse about that car, though, because it had a foot e-brake, I think. I don't think it has, like, a hand e-brake. So, like, you couldn't really do it that efficiently.
You already have 2 feet. Like, you don't have 3 feet.
I don't have a third leg. Be nice, but yeah. I know, it's a pain in the ass. But I did used to do that. But I'll stand by this. Mustangs sound worse. Mustang guys agree with me. All my Mustang friends agree with me that a straight-piped NA Mustang sounds horrible, and you should feel bad about yourself. You should know your family is disgraced, and their neighborhood dislikes you. You okay over there? Having a Braxton Hicks?
Yeah, sorry, I don't know.
Crampy?
Oh, yeah, a little bit.
I have a question for you, though, because this is a big thing on the Shake and Bake Show, and it came up.
The Shake and Bake Show?
Lyle Barnett does a show called the Shake and Bake Show.
Okay.
And it came up the other day on our event pregame. I'll probably already have a clip out of it at some point, but...
About me?
No.
Oh.
What is your opinion on fajitas? Do you enjoy fajitas? Would you order fajitas? How do you feel when you see like a sizzling thing of fajitas come out?
I have never ordered fajitas. I'm not a fajitas person.
Is it because of the taste, or is it because like there's too much hoopla about it?
It's just not my go-to Mexican dish. Like I'd rather tacos or a burrito or quesadilla. Like I just never pick fajitas.
Yeah.
Do I think it's cool? Like, sure.
Like the sizzling.
Yeah, like it's an experience. But then once I learn that it's just water that they put on it to like steam it and make it hot, it's not like...
They're lying to you?
Yeah, like it's phony. I was like, okay, maybe this isn't as cool. I don't have anything against them. I don't have anything for them.
You don't like roll your eyes and you see somebody get fajitas at the table?
No.
My thought was like, I don't want to like have to build my own taco. Like, can you just like...
Yeah.
Like, I don't need to like... This is fun. Like, this is enjoyable at dinner.
Yeah.
Like, you could just get a burrito and it has all the same stuff.
I honestly couldn't even tell you what fajitas are.
It's like chicken, like sliced chicken, peppers, like onion, like, and like warm tortillas on like a skillet that's sizzling.
And then you put it in the tortilla.
And then you make
yourself.
like a little taco, and it comes with like rice and beans usually on the side.
So what is the?
It's a deconstructed taco.
Yeah, like what does fajita mean? Like, is that like the flavor?
It's a type
or
of
anything?
Chicken. Like it's like a type of seasoning and cooking of a chicken.
It's a seasoning.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But it's usually chicken fajitas.
Yeah.
But again, it's just like you could just get tacos like that. You don't need I don't need to build my own.
Yeah, couldn't I just get chicken fajita tacos?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, do you prefer to make your own food at your table?
No.
In front of everyone that you know?
No.
Like,
I don't need to do that.
Like, it doesn't bring you any more joy?
No.
You know who orders fajitas a lot?
I do know.
Who?
Garrett.
Yeah. He likes the experience of like everybody looking at him when they're coming to the table and they're sizzling.
Who's got the fajitas coming to the table? The tall guy over there.
The worst is like if you're at like Applebee's and you order fajitas, like the least.
Ew,
Yeah,
like ew. I would not eat those.
Like the guy next to you has like a meatloaf, and then you have fajitas.
What even is Applebee's menu? I don't even know.
It's like, I feel like Applebee's should fail. Like, I feel like they should close. If anything's going to go out of business in the next 5 years, it should be Applebee's. Yeah. Like, you shouldn't go somewhere and be like, you know, this guy over here got chicken franchise, I got fajitas, and he got meatloaf. Like, that doesn't sound...
Okay, we gotta confirm the Applebee's menu. I don't know if that's accurate.
I wouldn't trust all of that being on the same menu.
You know what I really want?
Pizza.
No.
Carrabba's.
No. I want in the area. Have you heard of Swig?
No.
So apparently, I've seen that it's in like Arizona. I don't know where else. Like maybe the West Coast.
A bunch of hippies.
Maybe it's in like the Midwest too. But it's like drinks, but it's like specialty like this one girl always gets. It's called like a Princess Peach, and it's like a Dr. Pepper with peach syrup and Sprite or something. You know, it's like mixed like soda, and they have like other drinks too. I'm like that.
Yeah.
And it's a drive-through. I'm like, that I need.
Right now, I'm drinking a Liquid Death Armless Palmer, which is an iced tea and agave. It's like an Arnold Palmer, but they had to actually change the name. I don't think
Applebee's has fajitas,
I'm pretty sure they do. I'm pretty sure Applebee's has fajitas. I think they're known for their fajitas. You might be surprised.
Oh, wait, they do have a chicken quesadilla. They have nachos.
You might be surprised.
queso dip, but then they have like mozzarella sticks and stuff.
Yeah, because they're like an everything menu. Like if you went in there and just like asked them to add something to the menu, they probably would. Like they don't.
Let's see, under chicken.
Everything's just frozen.
No, they don't.
They don't have fajitas?
They don't have fajitas.
Let me know, guys. Does Applebee's have fajitas?
They have like salad. They have like burgers, sandwiches, salads.
I'm aware of what
sides.
Applebee's carries.
No, you're not, because you're claiming they have fajitas.
I also said they have chicken. I also said they have meatloaf and...
Yeah. Meatloaf, maybe. I didn't really see it on there, but...
Chicken Alfredo.
That they probably have on there because they have pastas.
That's too many things already. It's too many things.
I'm crashing.
Yeah, Bronte's cooked, guys.
What else?
I mean, I pretty much got everything on my list taken care of here. I still haven't posted the Pirelli video. It's going up next week.
It's fine.
It's next Friday's video.
Okay.
I've already made that decision with myself. We had a handshake deal, me and me.
Good.
So we're good. And I know it was a comment I saw a couple times. Like the people that were on my event pregame podcast, like Red. And Lyle and Pete, they will be on individually. I imagine at some point. I don't have a plan with them yet, but I talked to Pete about him coming on. I talked to Lyle. Those guys will be on individually. It was a little bit of a chaotic mess of fun, but they'll be on individually.
Yeah.
We're at 46 minutes.
That's pretty good.
You happy with that? Yeah. Bronte's very pregnant, guys.
I know. I'm sorry. Wish I could sit here for another half an hour, but I'm starting to crash.
That's okay.
It's really just this exhaustion I've been dealing with. I'm tired, guys.
Yeah, she has been tired.
Yeah. But I don't really have anything else to talk about anyways, so unless you had anything else.
I mean, we're pretty good. We got snowbirds this weekend, Night of Fire. I'll probably go out there tomorrow for that. Mm-hmm. I got plenty of people to film with.
You did Cooper got called in to step in for Victor to do some promo, and you did so good that video.
Thank you. I did my first. I don't know if it was my first, but I did a promo.
Like you've done stuff kind of like that before, though.
Snowbirds. Yeah, Victor was sick, so he said. Well, he didn't say. Chris probably called like 10 people to do it, and then he got to me, and he was like, "Hey." You
were the 10th person.
Yeah, I was probably the 10th person. No. I was probably the only one that answered. He was like, "Hey, can you come and do this like Snowbirds,
promo
intro day Thursday deal?"
Yeah.
And I went and did that, and it took like 1.5 takes.
Nice.
So we did like a half a take. I stopped in the middle, and I said I didn't like it.
Yeah.
And then we kind of did the second take, and thankfully Chris is good at editing because he was able to make it seem like I didn't stutter or trip over my words very much, and then he also kind of covered my face with like video, so you didn't see me.
You were in it though, a good amount.
Yeah, a little bit.
Of course, you put clips of the cars and stuff.
Yeah, well, I have a face for radio, and I get that. I'm more of an audio
you
guy.
Got a face.
Best consumed, not seen.
No. But that was cool, and you did really good on that.
Yeah, that was great. That was a fun time. I'm willing to step in for Victor anytime. I told him I would even...
What? Oh, God.
I told him...
Oh, no. Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that.
I self-censored. All right, guys. We're going to end it off there before I say something crazy.
Yes.
See you guys next time.
Thanks for listening.